local headlines. So last week we said, what's going on with Lakewood Condos, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's focused on the oasis at Lakeport and the big bad developer and the city, helping the developer. And as we look and we dig, we've followed this over the last year as this has happened. And initially it did kind of look like, man, this developer's kind of coming in, these people being pushed out. But as we've continued to dig in, and we looked at Lake Expo's article last week, right? Nathan Bechtel did a phenomenal job of breaking that down and looking at the steps, and there had been offers from the developer to Lakewood Resort, which is those condos that sit there, still to this day. And now they're saying there's no negotiations, there's no offers. And what I found interesting is you can look at lakewoodresort.com, and it lists their board of directors. Their president is Bill Pritchard, their vice president, Ken Quantes, their secretary, Douglas Cotton, their treasurer, Flora Nemez, and then Daniel Crawford's also a board member. And they've not been responsive in email correspondence to me. They haven't seemed to communicate real openly with their deed owners, their week timeshare deed owners, which supposedly there's about 2,000 weeks that they control. And they've certainly not communicated back and forth real openly with Jeff Tegedoff, the developer with Skyview Partners, who's partnered with Fred Ross from Big Thunder, who this whole development is under. Well, as we dig a little bit, it's hard to figure out what's going on with Lakewood Resort right now. They're not speaking, and as a matter of fact, I decided, okay, well, since we saw that they're still operational and they're not gonna sell out at this point in time, what is it gonna take to book a night? And so I went through the resort, lakewoodresort.com, and what was interesting is, as you look here, we could start all the way in January and February, even into the summer months, March, April, May, as you've seen. They're all full. There's no bookable options here through Lakewood
They're like
Resort.
sold out?
Everything. Now, there's an exception you see here. I did look for in May, like the 24th to the 28th, which is like Tuesday through Saturday or Saturday through Tuesday of Memorial Day week. And I did find there was availability. It might be like someone that owns the deed and put it out there, but for 3 nights and 2 days, it is $3,150 with fees, which is over $1,000 a night for a 2-room resort.
Wow.
I looked to book on Expedia, Hotels.com, Booking, Travelocity. As you see here, same message on every one of them, Chris. Sorry, we aren't taking reservations for this property. So as I went through all these, there's no availability. Now, I was able, like I said, to find that Saturday through Tuesday in May, again, over $3,000. And even if it were because the holiday weekend, maybe their prices were bloated, but I checked other places in the area for that time period, right? Saturday through Tuesday. And when I typed in those particular dates on Priceline, that Lakewood now pops up, as you see. It's available, but like I said, for over that $3,000, $1,000 a night. But Holiday Inn Express, which is rated 2.5-star hotel, just like Lakewood Resort, I wanted to point out, $182 a night.
Wow.
About 15% the cost. Baymont by Wyndham, which is a 2.5-star hotel, $117 a night, about 12% of the price of Lakewood Resort. Margaritaville, a 3.5-star resort, $229 a night, which is about 25% the cost of Lakewood Resort. And so all these sites show initially right there, $999 a night. When you click it, again, same message, not taking reservations. So I thought, why? I reached out to Lakewood Resort. I called the number on their website, and I spoke to Susan at the front desk. She was super friendly, Chris. She said, oh, we're switching our reservation system. I said, how long has that been going on, or will that be going on? She goes, I don't know. I said, well, I'm just curious if I wanted to book a room, and I had a big group coming in February. Why can I not find any availability futuristically? And she goes, yeah, we're just doing it over the phone. And I said, so are you guys, with all these rumors floating I'm hearing about this development, will you guys be there in the future if I want to book a room? And she goes, I would say we're taking lots of reservations, and I'm just the reservation girl. That's all I can tell you. And so they are taking reservations, and she was able to get me a full week in February, 2-bedroom, fees, taxes, everything for $1,051, which is about $135 a night.
Wow.
And so maybe they are just redoing the reservation system online, but it still doesn't answer the question as to why this board of directors, President Bill Pritchard, Vice President Ken Quantes, Secretary Douglas Cotton, Treasurer Flora Nemez, and Daniel Crawford aren't talking. They're not just talking to us. They're not negotiating with Jeff Tegedoff and Skyview. They're not communicating with their deed owners, and they're not explaining to anyone why, if a lot of these are showing they're booked or they're full, even with reservations, why are the parking lots empty at Lakewood most of the time? I'm all ears. I'm curious as to what's going on. All I'm saying at this point in time is it's going to be harder to paint the city of Osage Beach and Skyview Partners and Jeff Tegetthoff as the bad guy until we hear from Lakewood Resort, because, I mean, when there's this much smoke going on, a lot of times there's fire, and I'm led to believe at this point in time that within Lakewood Resort, there's got to be something going on.
Yeah, and we invite the Lakewood president, the board president, to come on, talk to us. Tell us what you're doing. Tell us what's going on. Tell us your side of the story, because
Call us,
we want to
email
know.
us,
Yeah.
anything.
We want to know what's going on, right? And if we're wrong to think, hey, there's a lot of smoke coming from your organization, there must be some fire going on there, let us know. Tell us what's happening so that we know what's going on, because what we see right now from the outside does not make you look very good.